Managing the money side of a side hustle can feel a bit overwhelming, right? Especially when you're trying to make it successful without losing your mind over a mountain of receipts and confusing spreadsheets. Whether you're just starting out or trying to get a better handle on your growing business, keeping on top of your finances is the key. So why do so many of us struggle with this? Well, it's super easy to get caught up in the day-to-day work and procrastinate on the boring financial stuff. But trust me, getting your finances straight from the start can save you a ton of headaches later on. In this video, I'm going to show you that organizing your finances doesn't have to be a hassle. We'll break down the essentials of record keeping, tell you why it's so important, and I'll even share some tips to make everything go a lot smoother, so you can spend less time stressing out and more time growing your business. Let's dive in. Hi, I'm Noel Lorenzana. I love side hustles and taxes. You can check out my full side hustle playlist up here or at the end of the video. Before we dive in, let's talk about why staying on top of your finances really matters. When you're running a side gig, it's super easy to focus all your energy on the fun stuff, making products, providing services, meeting new clients, and totally forget about the financial side of things until tax season hits. And nobody wants to be that person drowning in a sea of receipts and confusion come April or tax time, right? Here's the deal though. Without a good system for your money, you're going to have a rough time tracking what you're earning, what you're spending, and whether you're actually making any money at all. It's like trying to drive somewhere new without Google Maps. You'll probably get lost. And here's the kicker. If you don't keep your finances organized, you could end up missing out on some serious money-saving tax deductions. Plus, messy finances can make tax filing a nightmare. Imagine scrambling last minute to find that one receipt you need, or worse, getting hit with IRS penalties for reporting something wrong. Let's avoid all that stress. All right, let's break down the three main things you need to keep an eye on for your business finances. And those are income, expenses, and taxes. It's like keeping score in a game, knowing what's coming in, what's going out, and what's going to the tax man. First up, income. This is all about tracking every dollar you make, and I mean everything, not just the checks that hit your bank account. Are you getting paid through PayPal, Venmo? Do you receive payments in cash? Well, you actually need to report all of it. A simple spreadsheet can work wonders here, or if you want to get a bit fancy, tools like QuickBooks or Wave are very helpful as well. On a spreadsheet, you can set up a table with columns for the date, who paid you, how much, and how they did it. PayPal, Venmo, cash, etc. This helps you see not just how much you're making, but who your regulars are, and which clients might need a little reminder to pay up on time. Next up, expenses. It's just as important to keep track on what you're spending. Every business expense, no matter how big or small, should be tracked. That coffee you bought for a client meeting? Yes, that counts. New software subscription? Absolutely. Here's a tip. Consider going digital with your receipts. There's a bunch of apps out there like Expensify or Receipts by Wave that can scan your receipts and sort them out for you. Or do what I do and scan them into your computer so that you always have a record if needed. Plus, if the IRS ever comes knocking, you'll have a copy of your receipt. And finally, taxes. Nobody's favorite topic, I know, but very, very important. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is not setting aside money for taxes as you go. You might think you'll remember later on, but it's easy to get caught up and spend what you think is spare cash, only to find out it's actually money owed to the IRS. I see this all the time. Set aside a percentage of your income, maybe around 25 to 30%, ideally into a separate bank account, just for taxes. Trust me, your future self will thank you when it's time to file, and you've already got that money set aside. I have to mention quarterly estimated tax payments. You might have to make those as well. I've got a good video on that, which I'll link up here. Now, let's talk about keeping track of all that money going out, because you need to know where it's going if you want to run your business properly. Sure, you could keep a ledger or stuff every receipt in a drawer, but let's be honest, who has time for that hassle? Instead, let's have technology do the heavy lifting. First off, software like QuickBooks, FreshBooks, or Wave accounting are total game changers for side hustlers. These tools connect directly to your bank accounts and credit cards, automatically pulling in every transaction. They can sort out your expenses into categories too, which is essential when you're trying to figure out what you spent on supplies versus what you spent on travel, or even money you pulled out for yourself. You need to put these all in their appropriate buckets. Plus, they're not just about tracking. They can help you create budgets, send invoices, and even prepare financial reports. It's like having your own personal financial assistant. For those who prefer using their phones, there's apps like Expensify or Zoho Expense, which can snap pictures of your receipts and automatically enter the details. No more crumpled or faded receipts or trying to remember whether it was a business lunch or just lunch. These tools are very handy because they can save you a ton of time and help you keep your finances on track without the headaches. And the less time you spend sorting out your expenses or receipts, the more time you have to grow your business. And when tax season rolls around, you'll be sitting pretty with everything neatly organized and ready to go, which means less stress and more time for what matters, enjoying life and even running your business. Now that we've talked about why keeping on top of your finances is so important and how to track everything efficiently, let's dive into some standout accounting software that can help you stay on top of your finances. QuickBooks. Now, this is the go-to for many small to mid-sized businesses. QuickBooks offers comprehensive features like income and expense tracking, invoice management, payroll handling, and inventory management. It's great because it connects directly to your bank and credit card accounts, automating the recording of transactions, which can save you a lot of time. Wave. If you're just starting out or working with a tight budget, Wave apps might be the best option for you. It's mostly free and covers all the basics like invoicing, expense tracking, and simple financial reporting. Plus, it's really user-friendly, making it ideal for freelancers or small business owners who need straightforward financial tools without the extra cost. One of my personal favorites is Xero Accounting. It's exclusively cloud-based, designed for scalability. They offer a robust platform with tons of integrations from payroll systems to CRM tools. It handles everything from basic bookkeeping to advanced financial management, making it a solid choice for most small businesses. There's FreshBooks. This one's perfect for service-based businesses and freelancers who need a simple, intuitive tool. FreshBooks makes invoicing, time tracking, and expense management very easy. It's also known for its excellent customer support, which can be a huge plus if you get stuck or if you're just not great with numbers. These tools do a lot more than just help you keep an eye on your money. They automate most of the record keeping process. This means you spend less time on data entry and more time focusing on what you do best, growing your business. Plus, they ensure you're well prepared when tax season rolls around, making it a breeze instead of a headache. Now let's talk about something that's a total lifesaver when it comes to keeping your financial records safe and sound, and that is cloud storage. Whether you're saving digital receipts, invoices, or those detailed financial reports, having everything in the cloud means you can access your documents anywhere, anytime, which is super convenient. Think about it. With all these natural disasters happening, with cloud-based backups, you can pick up where you left off from anywhere with a computer and internet connection. Using a cloud storage solution not only keeps your documents organized, but also backs them up securely. This means no more panic when your computer crashes or if you lose physical documents. Everything is safely stored online and you can get it with just a few clicks. Plus, think about the environment. Going digital reduces paper waste, which is always a good thing. So it's a win-win, more space on your desk and a smaller carbon footprint. Wrapping things up, I want to leave you with a few key tips that can make managing your business finances a breeze and not something that you dread. These are simple habits that can save you loads of time and stress down the line. Stay consistent. It might sound obvious, but the number one rule in record keeping is to be consistent. Try to set aside a little time each week, maybe 15 to 20 minutes, to update your records. Making this a regular part of your routine means you won't end up with a backlog of transactions to sort through when you're busy with other things. Use automation. We live in a world where technology can take the grunt work out of almost anything. Use financial tools that connect directly to your bank accounts and credit cards. They'll automatically log your transactions and categorize them for you, but you need to set it up right. This not only saves you time, but also reduces the chances of data entry mistakes. Now, even with the best tools and systems, sometimes things can get too complicated, especially when taxes come into play. If you find yourself in over your head, don't hesitate to call in a pro. A good accountant or bookkeeper isn't just for big businesses. They can be a lifesaver for side hustlers too, helping you navigate the tricky parts and avoid costly mistakes. The world of business finance is always evolving, so stay curious and keep learning. Whether it's new tax laws, financial strategies, or software tools, the more you know, the better you can manage your money. By following these tips, you'll not only keep your financial records in tip-top shape, but you'll also have a clearer picture of your business's financial health. That means better decisions, less stress, and more focus on what you love doing, growing your business into something amazing. Getting your finances organized might feel like a huge chore at first, but with the right tools and a bit of regular effort, it's totally manageable. Stick with it, use the tips we've talked about, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'm here to help. And if this video was helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to stay connected. By the way, I've got a great bookkeeping mini course that can save you tons of time and money. I'll link that at the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in another video.